What is up, metalheads, and welcome back to another match here at Full Metal Geek. Now, we've been seeing some debut matches, we've been seeing some returning matches, and this is our first one where we're actually doing both. That's right, we have a new competitor here facing one of our old competitors. I am your host, Red Ranger, and joining me today is one of my good friends over in the Full Metal world, and that is Matt Queller. Matt, how you doing this evening?
Oh, I'm doing good. I've been moving all weekend, so I'm a little tired. So that means I'm looking forward to resting and enjoying what should be a really great match here and just being a part of this. So it's going to be fun tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, not only do we have a new competitor and a returning competitor, I mean, there's just so much interesting story behind this. First of all, we have Jake Maringoni versus Cameron Holzmann. Jake Maringoni, everyone here knows him. This guy he's all over the fan leagues. He's the former MTFO champion, singles. He's the former singles champion in Warzone. He's the current teams champion in Warzone. He's been up for the Full Metal title twice, both in teams and in singles. So everyone knows this guy knows his stuff. But here in Geek, he has just had a bad draw. 0-3 does not reflect the skill level that this competitor brings to this league.
No, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you have his opponent who just happens to be his teammate, and that's Cameron Holzmann. Now, Cameron used to help us out here writing questions over in Full Metal Geek, and we know this guy knows his stuff too. He came into the Geek testing. He did really good, so he has his chance now to do it, but it is against his teammate. So, you know, for a new competitor to not only go up against someone who has the kind of accolades that Jake does, but also a good friend of his, you wonder if he's going to, you know, just be like, you know what, I'm playing my friend, I'm good, or if it's going to make him a little nervous. But I guess we'll find out when we talk to them, huh?
Yeah, the team dynamic should make it really interesting because any great team, you kind of know what your teammate's kind of thinking at all times during a match. So now when you got to face off against him, that's kind of a strength and a weakness. So it should be really interesting.
All right, well, we will first be talking to our returning competitor, our ranked competitor, and that is Jake Maringoni and his manager, Cody. Jake, welcome back to Full Metal. It's always good to have you back. Like I said, you got into this league. You were one of our first competitors here, and like I said, just ever since then, you've always just got a bad draw. It's not even against the opponents. People like me, people like Jeremy, people like Scully, you can compete with these guys, but you just end up playing behind. You get a lucky undrawn round 3, but you're just too good that you keep coming back. That 0-3 is no reflection of how good you are at Geek.
Yeah, I think it's just been a little bit of bad luck. I just play for fun. I try to just see what I know, especially compared with like other leagues like Fandom and all that. I enjoy this because it's just the Geek leagues and it's very much like in Geekdom, and I'll keep playing as long as you keep putting me in matches. That's what I like about this testing in. But my plan is to be the best 0-4 player in the entire world. I think it could be done. Be interesting to see how it goes. And I've got manager Cody who probably wants me to win this badly. So we'll see what happens.
I mean, it is what it is at this point. Like, I mean, you've had rough draws. I think Cam is still a rough draw compared to some. We'll see what happens. You have the movie knowledge, and you can kind of pinpoint things, and you have that ability to pull stuff within the 15 seconds that some cannot. So I think you have an advantage because you have been so successful. It just, are the questions going to translate to success on this one? We'll find out. I have minimum hopes in this one. So let's do this.
All right. We'll definitely see what we can do for y'all tonight, gentlemen. And now, introducing our new competitor coming in to see if he can take on Jake, and that is Cameron Holzmann with his manager, Caleb Coho. Cameron, welcome to Full Metal Geek. It's awesome to have you here. Like I said, I've seen you in the other Geek leagues, and you've tested out some stuff for us here before, and this time you were finally able to test in, and here you are. You know, I'm sorry for the bad draw of getting your teammate, but other than that, how do you feel tonight?
I feel good. Like, Jake's a great competitor, but Geek isn't necessarily his strongest league, and I think that record that he's got proves it. But I'm not taking this lightly. I think this is going to be a good match, and I'm going to play my best. He's going to play his best, and we'll see who comes out on top.
Yeah, Jake is great. He's always someone that we have to be worried about, no matter what league it is, no matter what division we're playing in. Jake's always a threat. There's always a chance that he can win this one. But I think with Cam coming in as like a rookie of Geek is kind of a weird. I know he's like totally new here, but it's like in general calling Cam a rookie to me is always kind of a weird connotation, especially when we brought him into the fandom, we were like, hey, we're just gonna see how you do. This is more just a fun side thing, and it turns out that he's like not bad at it. So like he's proven that he's really solid at Geek, and I think he's gonna have a really solid run here. It's really rough that we gotta play Jake first. But good luck, Jake. I hope you do well. Let's have fun.
All right, living the niceties. That's the one good thing about teammates playing each other. No one's really trying to talk a bunch of mess. So, gentlemen, let's go ahead and see if we can get this started as we're going to get into round number one. Round number one, each of you are going to receive 10 questions throughout Geekdom, each worth 1 point. You'll have 50 seconds after I read the question to write down your answer. Once 50 seconds is up, you will show it and vocalize it. If either of you or both of you go the perfect 10, there will be a bonus question. Keep in mind for the entire match, you have 3 repeats and you have 1 challenge rule. If you have a challenge, just go ahead and bring your manager. We'll discuss what your official challenge is, and then we will review it. If you win the challenge, you get to keep it. If you lose the challenge, you lose your challenge. Other than that, gentlemen, are there any other questions?
No good.
Let's do this.
All right. So, gentlemen, let's go ahead and start round number one. Your first question is going to come from the category of Star Trek. In Star Trek Nemesis, who infiltrates Shinzon's ship to help Picard escape? This is one of the few Star Trek movies I've actually seen. Like, I remember being taken to see it in theaters as a kid.
Yeah. I always preferred the Next Generation films, so it was a fun one.
For me, I think it was an age thing. You know, I'm born in 1992. All those movies when they came out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Didn't know my dad was a big Trekkie until then.
Oh.
All right, let's start with Jake.
I said Riker.
And Cameron?
I said Data.
Data is the correct answer. All right.
All right. The second question is going to come in Worlds of DC. What city does the majority of Shazam take place in?
I was really surprised how much I like this movie.
Oh, yeah. I think this is probably my favorite of the Worlds of DC movies.
Like, I kind of want to give Suicide Squad another chance. 5, 4, 3,
You really don't, RJ.
2, and 1. I have horrible taste in movies. My favorite Star Wars movie is Attack of the Clones. We've all established this. I have horrible taste. Let's start with Cameron.
Philadelphia.
And Jake?
Philadelphia.
2-1. All right, gentlemen, your third question is going to come in the category of Middle Earth. Name 3 characters who sail to the Undying Lands at the end of Return of the King. You'll get about 25 seconds for this one. Just need 3 characters. Matt, if given the choice, would you sail to the Undying Lands knowing you can never come home? Like, live forever?
I think I'd hang out at the Shire. They seem to have a much more fun time there.
Right? Like, I'm just like, I'd get a job at Dragon. Let's drink. Let's, just...
Oh, yeah.
Just play music all day, run the festival, all that kind of stuff. Like, I'm good. I'm good working here.
If I can get second breakfast, I'll stay.
Dude, I'll stay for the whole thing. All right, gentlemen. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's start with Jake.
Gandalf, Bilbo, and Frodo.
And Cameron?
I said Merry, Pippin, and Gandalf.
Jake is correct on that. Merry and Pippin were not there. We also would have accepted Elrond, Galadriel, Círdan, and Celeborn. Those were the other ones we were looking for. All right. Matt, hit on the next one.
Category 4 is directors/composers. And your question is, how many Wizarding World films has David Yates directed?
I hate when I have to give my honest opinion that I feel like this is the toss-up of the round. Robert always gives at least one. There was always that one good toss-up. Come on, guys, you should know this. This would be one that if he was hosting with me, he'd be disappointed if they didn't get the right answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and go to Cameron.
6.
And Jake?
I said 5.
It is 6. The last 4 Harry Potter movies and the 2 Fantastic Beasts movies.
So I just miscounted.
All right, gentlemen. Your halfway point question, category number 5. This is DC. DC outside of the worlds of DC. Who plays the villainous Laurel? Sorry. Huge brain fart. I'm going to start over. Sorry. In the category of DC, who plays the villainous Laurel Hadar in Catwoman?
I'm happy you got this question because I was looking at the doc. I was like, oh, I cannot say that name.
Yeah, I don't know why I had a brain fart, like reading it. I was like, he dare. I was like, that is not correct. I'm gonna reset my brain on that one. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and go to Jake.
Sharon Stone.
And Cameron.
I didn't have it.
All right, still a tie game, 3-3.
All right, and we move on to category 6, which is Star Wars. Who hired Beckett and his crew to steal the coaxium in Olo, a Star Wars story?
That was a great reading of coaxium, by the way. That took me a while to master, like without having to like pause. Like remember, it's like the cable. If you've ever had cable, you know how to say this word.
I was definitely happy they said it enough times in the movie.
Right? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. All right, let's go to Cameron.
I said Dryden Voss.
And Jake?
No, I had a Jake answer.
Dryden Voss was correct. All right, gentlemen, your next question is in everybody's favorite category, and that is the category of mixed bag.
Woo!
Who plays Eric Draven, the man who becomes the Crow in 1994's The Crow? Matt, would you rather be the Crow or the Three-Eyed Raven?
I feel like the Crow would be more fun. It's a better outfit, at least.
I don't want to wear the makeup. I'd rather be the Three-Eyed Raven. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go to Jake.
Brandon Lee.
And Cameron.
Brandon Lee.
Both correct.
All right. And our next question comes in the category of Marvel. Whose funeral do MJ and Peter attend at the end of Spider-Man 3?
I have to ask, Matt, how disappointed were you by this movie?
I mean, there's a kernel of a good movie buried under a bunch of stuff in this film. But yeah, I was kind of bummed out, especially after the second one.
4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it was just a really bad follow-up. Let's go to Cameron.
I said Harry Osborn.
And Jake?
It's better than the Amazing Spider-Man films. Harry Osborn.
All 3 answers are correct.
Suck it, Paul.
All right, guys, your penultimate question, that was for you, Robert, is going to be in the category of heroes and villains. What superhero movie features heroes named the Splee and Mr. Furious going up against a villain called Casanova Frankenstein?
I actually saw this movie on my birthday when it came out.
Really?
Yeah.
I wish I have a better birthday story, but the only one I have is 21st birthday, the Wolverine came out. So I went to go see it because I was like, it came out on my birthday, so I'll go see the Wolverine. It was okay. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go to Jake.
Mystery Men.
And Ken.
I also said Mystery Men.
You would both be correct.
All right. And for the final question of round 1, it comes in the category of MCU. In Iron Man 3, what U.S. city is the Mandalorian's headquarters located in?
It's just Mandarin, but nice try.
No.
That was good. That was good. It's all good. I'm sure they got it.
If that's the only one I mess up, it's a good night.
Right? Because like sometimes you get Star Trek and Star Wars, and you're just like, what? Who? Gibberish. Looks like Elon Musk's son's name. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go to Cameron.
I said Santa Fe.
And Jake.
I said San Diego.
We are looking for Miami, Florida.
I was like, I know it's warm.
All right, that brings us to the end of round number 1. This is a pretty tight game. Cameron is in the lead by 1 point. It is 7-6 as we get into round number 2. Round number 2 is going to work like this. I will present you gentlemen with a wheel that has 10 slices on it, 8 different categories, and hero and villain's pick. You each get to spin this wheel. Whatever category you lands on has 5 questions, each worth 2 points. If you're not sure about the answer, you can go to multiple choice. However, that takes the value down to 1. You are allowed to respin if you don't like your category unless it lands on villain's pick. And keep in mind, there is stealing in this round. Now, Cameron, since you are in the lead, I'm going to bring your manager up. I will present the wheel and all its categories to you, and then you can decide whether you would like to spin first or defer to your opponent.
Sounds good.
All right, so let me go ahead and bring up that wheel for you.
Nice.
All right, and your categories for this evening are going to be Wizarding World, Star Trek, Worlds of DC, Heroes and Villains, Middle Earth, Marvel, DC, quotes, and of course, hero and villain's pick. So, Cameron, now hearing all those, would you like to spin first or defer to your opponent?
I think we go ahead and go second.
Yeah, sure.
Second? All right, so they will be deferring. So, Coho will go away. Cody will come back on for Jake's spin.
This is going better than expected. Here we go. Let's do this.
I like that.
You guys got 2 U.S.
All right.
geography questions in the first round. So
And I got one of them
All
right.
right, Jake, here goes your first spin. And it lands on villain's pick.
Yay.
Cody may have spoken a little too early. So
Cool.
let's go ahead. And we're going to go ahead and take off Cody and bring back Caleb for Cameron.
This game fucking
gentlemen, do y'all
hates you, dude. What the fuck?
Do you guys need a reminder of the categories or? you-
Cam,
what you
should we
wanna
give
do?
him quotes?
I mean, I assume so.
Yeah, let's give him quotes.
Quotes.
All right.
That's fun, Jake.
So,
We all know Jake the quote Maringoni over here.
Go for it, Jake. If you do well, good. Congrats.
all right. Matt, whenever you're ready, go ahead and give Jake those questions.
All right, Jake. Your first question in the category of quotes. Finish the quote from Vulko during Orm and Arthur's duel in Aquaman. This isn't a competition, it's a blank.
Multiple choice.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A, slaughter, B, travesty, C, coronation, or D, execution.
Five, 4.
I'll
3.
say D, execution.
That's correct for 1 point.
Tie game.
Question 2. What hero said, "The day weapons are no longer needed to keep the peace, I'll start making bricks and beans for baby beam. I think that's supposed to be beams for baby hospitals."
Like,
Yeah.
sorry, get the whole thing.
I'll
Yeah, give it to him because, it was
Yeah.
written wrong. You're right.
What hero said, "The day weapons are no longer needed to keep the peace, I'll start making bricks and beams for baby hospitals"?
Five, 4, 3,
I'll go
2.
multiple on this one.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A, Tony Stark, B, Hank Pym, C, Howard Stark, or D, T'Challa.
Is it Howard Stark.
Ooh. Sorry, that's incorrect. And for the opportunity to steal, Cameron?
Tony Stark.
That is correct.
Should not go against SmackDown.
Right. And Matt, just make sure to give him the options again before he gives his answer. Yeah. It's all good.
All right. Question 3. What actor says the opening line of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
Chris
5.
Pine.
That is correct. 2 points. All right. Question 4. What does Dumbledore say awaits the winner of the Triwizard Tournament in the Goblet of Fire?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Your options are A, extreme wealth, B, school pride, C, fame and fortune, or D, eternal glory.
I like some of those options. I'll use a. Just repeat on the options, please.
Just the options?
He gets a free repeat of the options.
Okay.
Yeah.
A, extreme wealth, B, school pride, C, fame and fortune, or D, eternal glory.
Eternal
5.
glory.
That is correct. Okay.
One more.
And our final question, in quotes. What DC villain said, "The more fear you make, the more loot you take"?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
I'll get a repeat, please.
Okay.
First repeat.
What DC villain said, "The more fear you make, the more loot you take"?
Five, 4, 3,
I'll go multiple.
2.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A, Two-Face, B, Ross Webster, C, Scarecrow, or D, Lex Luthor.
Two-Face.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Cameron, your options again are A, Two-Face, B, Ross Webster, C, Scarecrow, and D, Lex Luthor.
Scarecrow?
That is also incorrect. The answer we were looking for is Lex Luthor.
All right. So at the end of Jake's round, he struggled a little bit there, but he was able to still take the lead. It is now 10-8, but it is now Cameron's spin. So we will bring back Coho and we will bring back up the wheel for their spin. And gentlemen, are you ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, here we go. That spin is away. And it landed on quotes, so you get a free respin there.
Okay.
So even if Jake could have respun, he still would have had quotes. And it is Hero's pick. So, Cameron, once again, do you need a reminder of the categories, or do you know what you're going to
I
take?
think I'll go with Wizarding World.
Yeah.
All right, no problem. Go ahead and just get rid of that.
Yeah, but
All right, I'll pull those back up here. All right, and are you ready, Cameron?
Yeah.
All right, your first question. Where are the second Salemers meeting outside of when Newt wanders past at the start of Fantastic Beast, and where to find them?
I'll go multiple choice.
No problem. Your multiple choice options are A, town hall, B, a bank, C, a clock tower, or D, a restaurant.
A bank?
That is correct for 1 point. Your next question. Who originally owned the mirror that Aberforth uses to keep an eye on Harry in the Deathly Hallow movies?
Ooh.
5,
Multiple choice.
4. Your multiple choice options again are A, Dumbledore, B, Arthur, C, Mundingus, or D, Sirius.
I'll go Albus Dumbledore.
That is incorrect. Jake, chance for the 1 point steal. Your options once again are A, Dumbledore, B, Arthur, C, Mundungus, or D, Sirius.
C, Mundungus.
That is also incorrect. We're looking for Sirius Black.
I was gonna say that.
All right.
I was between Sirius and Albus.
All right, Cameron, your next question. In Half-Blood Prince, Slughorn tells a story about a student who gave him a flower petal which was turned into a fish. What type of flower did that petal come from?
A lily.
That's correct for 2 big points, taking the lead back. All right, your penultimate question. What spell does Hermione use to break Sirius out of his cell in Prisoner of Azkaban?
Bombarda.
That is correct for another 2 points. And your final question. In Goblet of Fire, after Harry's name is drawn, who suggests to Dumbledore that the professor let the events unfold by themselves?
Mad-Eye Moody.
That is incorrect. Jake can't give you multiple choice, but a chance for a 2 point steal.
Oh shit. Who's in that scene?
And 5, 4, 3, 2.
Barty
1.
Crouch Senior.
Looking for Severus Snape. Severus Snape recommended. All right.
One of the 2 of them.
So after round 2, Cameron was able to get his lead up to now 3 points. It is 13-10 as we get into the final round. Round number 3 works like this, gentlemen. We will now bring up another wheel. This wheel now only has 6 categories on it. Each of them has 3 questions in it, a 2-pointer, a 3-pointer, and a 5-pointer. You will spin the wheel 3 times to get one of those each point value questions, and every correct answer will get you those points. A category is eligible to be spun more than once as long as it is in a different point value. You do get 1 respin for this round. If you don't like your 3-pointer, you can respin, but then whatever your 5 comes up, you're going to have to take it. And we will be asking the behind competitor, so that's Jake. He will answer his questions until he takes the lead. So, Jake, I'm going to go ahead and bring on Cody for you. Bring up the wheel, let y'all know all the categories, and then we will go ahead and give you your first spin.
Is there a villain's pick on this wheel?
There is not. There's no
Okay,
hero
good.
villain's pick.
Okay, once we have a shot. Okay.
So your categories in round 3 for this evening are, as soon as my screen unfreezes, I'll tell you. There it goes. We're looking for, you have DC, heroes and villains, directors and composers, quotes, Wizarding World, and Worlds of DC. Jake, are
So
you ready for your 2-pointer spin?
Pretty
Get
good.
directors and composers 3 times. Let's go.
Yes.
All right. So your first spin is away. And it actually did land on directors and composers. Would you like to keep that or use your respin?
We'll
take it.
take that. Let's go.
All right. No problem.
I still got 2 repeats.
And- Yes, you still have 2 repeats. And both of you still have your challenge. Cameron, you still have all 3 of your repeats. And I will go ahead and take Jake's questions for this round. So, Jake, for 2 points in the category of directors and composers, who directed 2004's Hellboy and its sequel, Hellboy 2, The Golden Army?
Guillermo del Toro.
That's correct for 2 points to come within one of Cameron. However, you still do have to answer one more question. So we will go ahead, bring back Cody, and bring back the wheel.
One more time.
It's gonna be one of those days, isn't it?
We need it. You literally had the
And
entire
we're
game.
going to go ahead and spin again. This is for 3 points. And it's going to land on DC. Would you like to keep that or use your respin?
I'm okay with that.
We'll take it for now.
All right.
DC stands
All
for
right, Jake.
directors, composers, right?
All right. Ready, Jake?
Yeah.
All right. For 3 points in DC. It was DC, right? Not Worlds of DC. I'm sorry. I lost
just
my-
DC.
Yeah.
DC.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, good.
The
All right.
most regular.
For 3 points in DC, who plays Richard White in Superman Returns?
James Marsden.
That is correct for 3 points and the lead. So Cameron will have to do a little bit of work now. So we're going to bring Coho onto there
Good job, Jake.
and bring back up that their wheel. All right. And Cameron, are you ready for your 2-pointer spin?
It might as well be.
All right. Everything is on the table except for directors and composers. And it lands on DC for you. Would you like to keep that for 2 points or spin again?
For the
Let's keep it for
2-pointer, I
2.
might as well keep it.
Give it for 2.
All right. All right. Matt, once you see everyone away, you can go ahead and ask him it. As soon as... I don't know why it's freezing all up today. There it goes.
All right, Cameron, for your 2-pointer in DC. In what DC film do villains think Earth is called Planet Houston?
Superman 2?
Damn it.
That's correct.
All right.
Never
Cameron
seen
does
the
tie it up, but
movie.
like I said, he has to take the lead in order to pass it back to Jake. So we will bring Caleb Coho back up.
Hey.
Thank you, Thomas Scully, for telling me this.
Damn you, Thomas Scully.
Everyone having mixed feelings about Thomas Scully. All right. Cameron, are you ready for your next spin?
Am I allowed to say no?
I mean, you can, but I'm still going to spin it.
Okay, then no.
All right. We're spinning it anyways. All right. Everything is on the table now except for DC. And it lands in the worlds of DC. So would you like to keep that for 3 points or spin again?
I mean, I've seen all of them, and I might as well keep the respin for 5.
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
take it. Yeah.
All right.
All right, Cameron, your 3-point question in Worlds of DC. In Aquaman, Orm is tracking Mira through what item of hers?
Oh, it's her.
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
All right.
First repeat.
In Aquaman, Orm is tracking Mira through what item of hers?
Oh, is it her ring?
Is that your final answer, Ring?
I said ring. It was a declaration.
Just want to make sure.
That is incorrect. The answer we're looking for is wristband or bracelet.
All right. So since Cameron is still not taking the lead, we are going to stay with him for the 5-pointer. So he has the chance to hit his 5-pointer. If he hits it, he will take the lead and force Jake to see if he can answer his 5-pointer. If he misses, Jake will still have the chance to hit his 5-pointer to see if he can win the match. So we're going to bring back Coho.
Okay.
And bring back the wheel. That face is priceless. We'll take a screenshot of that, of Coho's reaction.
There will be a GIF that Brian Michaels makes within the next 24 hours of the release of this match, and it'll go around like wildfire. Okay.
All right. Cameron, are you ready for your 5-pointer spin?
No.
All right.
This
Could possibly be your last spin. You do still have your respin available. It lands back in the worlds of DC. Would you like to use your respin or keep that for the 5-pointer?
Spin again.
Let's spin that again.
No problem. Whatever it lands on this time, you will keep. And it is deemed that you will be answering from the worlds of DC.
Cool.
Boy, okay.
Be another Aquaman question.
All right.
That would be nice.
All right, Cameron, your 5-pointer in Worlds of DC. When Joker infiltrates factory in Suicide Squad, his team poses as delivery men who say they are bringing a gift basket for whom?
Five,
Repeat the question.
4.
Okay.
Second repeat.
When Joker infiltrates a factory in Suicide Squad, his team poses as delivery men who say they are bringing a gift basket for whom?
Five, 4,
Bruce Wayne.
3.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. We are looking for Dr. Van Chris or Crisis.
All right. So
Sure.
Cameron does what he can.
Shit.
He's there, but they are still tied. Jake still has his 5-pointer to go. So we will bring up
This is
now the
hard.
wheel for
Nuts.
Jake.
No, never at all.
You couldn't write.
All
that
right.
thing, I'll tell you.
All right. Jake, are you ready for your 5-pointer spin?
Maybe. We'll see.
All right. All right. Everything is on the table except for Worlds of DC, and you do still have your respin available. And man, Worlds of DC is just going to keep coming up, so that's a free spin.
I challenged the wheel. I want to respin on my last 2 questions.
And it lands on heroes and villains. So, Jake, would you like to keep that for your possible 5-pointer, or would you like to use your respin?
Okay, so Cody, here's my thing. I still have the respin, and worst case scenario, we go to sudden death.
Yeah.
So,
We definitely respin. I don't want
Yeah.
this category. This could be anything.
All right.
Let's just try. And it hasn't come back up since you spun it the first time. So directors and composers could be the 5 if we respin right now. So let's have some
All
fun.
right. So we
We'll
are
see
going
in
to use
sudden
the
death if we don't
respin.
hit it.
1 for 6. 1 for 6 chance.
All right.
Well, 1 in 5, you can't get Worlds of DC anymore.
That's true.
And
You
it
gotta be
did just
shitting me.
barely lands on directors and composers.
Okay, so no pressure from my point of view.
I mean, you got what you wanted, so let's see if.
That's true.
All right.
Thank you, Cody. I love you.
All right, Jake. Are you ready for your 5-pointer?
Sure.
All right. For 5 points, category of directors and composers. What Star Trek composer wrote the score for 1978's Lord of the Rings? Five, 4, 3,
Please repeat.
2. Second repeat. What Star Trek composer wrote the score for 1978's Lord of the Rings? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Jerry Goldsmith.
We're going to sudden death. The correct answer was Leonard Rosenman. Leonard Rosenman. All right. For the first time this season, gentlemen, we are going to sudden death. So don't worry, Matt. Sorry, I couldn't get you this. I have the sudden death. I'll take care of it. So don't worry. Gentlemen, all right. So sudden death. So we bring back the whiteboards. This is going to go like a round 1 until basically someone, if both of you miss, we keep going. If you both hit it, we keep going until one person misses and the other person hits. We will keep going.
I have a question. What are we doing?
Sure.
Repeats. So I still have one repeat, and
you only one repeat. The
And-
reset both. You both
reset
only have
both,
one
okay.
repeat left. Well, you
Okay.
both only have one repeat left, so that's what you got.
okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, I was just
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. No challenges. Your challenges are gone, but there is one repeat left.
Yeah.
So. All
Oh,
right.
shit. Cam, this is great. I love you.
This is great. We should just, like, if one of us doesn't know it, we just say it, and then we make sure we get the points record at the end of this.
Yes. Yeah.
All
Just
right,
rig the
gentlemen.
system.
Are y'all ready?
No.
No.
All right. Your first question in sudden death. In Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, who says this is a pretty hardcore origin story? This is a pretty hardcore match. Gotta
Sorry,
say.
do you want the character or the actor?
Character. Looking for the character. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to Jake first.
Why me? I said Spider-Ham.
And Cameron.
Spider-Man Noir?
And your winner, Cameron Holzmann. It was, in fact, Spider-Man Noir. Thank God we didn't have to go deep into this document. But wow, man, what a tight match. 16-15 ending it there. Both of these guys going back and forth. Came down to the 5-pointers. One question into sudden death, but man, still a really close match. Matt, what are you thinking right now, man?
I mean, that was a great match. In round 1, they were pretty much evenly matched, and then Jake had everything go against him in round 2, and somehow round 3 it all came down to sudden death. I mean, that was a great match. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And in more one ways than one. I mean, it was basically sudden death with their 5-pointers. Whoever hit their 5-pointer was probably going to win, judging by it. So it's pretty crazy. But we're going to go ahead and talk to our second place runner-up. I don't want to say loser because he's not a loser. He's Jake Maringoni. Jake, once again, man, for once, I honestly thought that round 3 was in your favor. Getting you and Cody were like, "Come on, directors and composers for that 5-pointer," and you got it, but you just couldn't. You couldn't pull the right name. You went with Goldsmith, not Rosenman. I mean, I can understand that though. It's still a hard pull because that movie rarely gets brought up.
Yeah, more directors and composers I'm stronger in. But this ain't the maestro. It was just that composer. I just don't know much of his work. Cody, do you wanna say?
It's his only credited thing, so I wanted you to say not Goldsmith. I wanted you to say anybody else but Goldsmith in that moment, but it is what it is. I'm your manager, but I'm not gonna speak for you. You need to retire from this league. It just doesn't go your way. Like nothing. Like we didn't lose this match. We just didn't get to play this match. We got to play whatever questions you gave us, and then we just thrown to us, and they get what they want. And you still made it to sudden death, which is stupid, to be honest with you. We shouldn't have been in sudden death. But yeah, it's fine. It's frustrating to watch a match where you just have no input, nothing. You got quotes, you wouldn't have picked quotes. You would have spun again, you would have got quotes. It how it worked. So it is what it is. Cameron's a nice guy. Co-host a douche. Other than that, I guess we'll be back to face the we're the only 0-4, so we'll wait until a couple people lose, and then we'll be back in the ring, and we'll get spinners and opponent's choice again. So it's fine.
Well, I mean, there's a couple of questions that I'm kind of annoyed by, round 1, and I guess I don't want to say this, but I definitely had Spider-Man Noir in my head, and I was like, well, Spider-Man Noir wouldn't say dope or whatever he said. So that's kind of annoying. We at least would have gone to the next question. I mean, there's also just so many different variations of what could have happened to play it out. No, I'm probably the best 0-4 player in Geek. I'm just gonna say it right now. I'm just gonna put it out into the universe. I'm gonna hold that as a badge of honor because I think people look at these losses and say, "Oh, well, if it could have gone this way, or it actually was closer than it seemed." I was going to win against Scully. He's now one of the best players ever.
We're not getting blown out in matches. We're just having terrible luck.
Except for the first 2 matches. Yeah, we're just getting terrible luck. That's really what's come down to. So as long as I keep playing, keep putting me in matches, I'll keep playing. But it was just got close. But I'll have the next match in sight whenever that is.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said at the beginning, and I even mean it more now, because like you said, nothing was going your way, and you still took a sudden death. You only won one question, sudden death. Who cares? You got there. The fact that it had to go to that, it had to go to extra questions, is a credit to how much you do actually know about this, so how much knowledge you're able to pull, even though Geek isn't your thing. To be able to still pull up that is great. And like you said, you are definitely the best. Like, if it came down to best negative player, I mean, it's between you and Eli McKay, because both of y'all just have a bad string of luck here, but that reflects nothing on y'all's ability. But we will see you at least one more time, Jake, because like I said, we just love having you around. Like, because you always put a hell of a fight. You never give up. And that's all we can ever ask for when it comes to competing.
I like to have fun. I like to have fun in the Geek Leagues. You know, that's what I mean, I'm very, very competitive in Warzone and, you know, the regular movie trivia, as you've seen. But it's just have fun. And, you know, this type of stuff.
No, yeah, absolutely. Well, man, like I said, good job tonight. Sorry it didn't go your way, but we definitely will see you again.
Great job,
Cody.
Great.
Cody only called Caleb a douche once, so you know what? I appreciate that. I'm going to say thank you. All right, so now let's go ahead and talk to the winner this evening, and that is Cameron Holzmann. Cameron, you know, man, like kind of like I said to Jake, there were a couple things that didn't go your way, but you know what? When it went to sudden death, you were ready for it. You got the first question right. You know, if he missed it. You took advantage and got it. Here you are, standing at the top. How do you feel?
I feel good. Yeah, when you said in sudden death in Spider-Man, I was like, son of a bitch. I'm playing Jake and it's a Spider-Man question. Then you went into the Spider-Verse and I went, maybe this one. But no, like, this was a great match. I love Jake. I think Jake kind of said what I'm thinking, which is like, we play Warzone and we play like general movies and we play as a team because we're good at it. We play Geek for fun because we like doing movie trivia. Yeah, no, this was fun. I guess I play another match now, so that's cool. If I lose, I lose. If I win, that'd be surprising. So,
yeah, no, I don't know. I think you said Amaru's next. Maybe is that a thing that's coming?
Ryan Payne.
Well,
Ryan
yeah.
Payne.
So yeah, so
No,
Cameron, you will be facing Ryan Payne next, and I mean we I know as of this recording you haven't yet. When you see that match, the man's no joke. That man is coming to play. That man almost pitched a perfect game and only did it because he went to multiple choice twice. So other than that, you know, he's a pretty little intimidating thing, but honestly, I think you have the skill to do it. So how do you feel going up against something like that?
I'm not scared of Ryan Payne whatsoever. That dude does not scare me. Cam's better than him. We're gonna prove it. I have one thing to say to Jake. Well, two things actually. Just to the guy that we just played, Jake. I can't believe you're gonna come for Hunter Chambliss' title like that of best 0-4 player. But you know, we can't let him have one thing. You just can't have him let him have anything. No, but Jake, you played great. You honestly played great, despite just getting super unlucky. And you're gonna win the next one. But damn. Yeah, bring on Ryan Payne.
I don't think anything I say can follow what Coach just said.
All right,
Hunter.
gentlemen.
I'm sorry, Hunter,
Thank
if you
so
watch
much.
this. That wasn't supposed to be me.
Thank you, guys. Cameron, like I said, congratulations. Your first Geek match, first Geek victory. And we definitely will see you next time against Ryan. Y'all have a good night, guys. All right. Well, that will do it for us here at Full Metal Geek. Tune in next week as we get our last match in. If you haven't seen the announcement yet, with Adam Collins moving up to the Schmodown, we did decide to do a replacement match, and that's what Coho was talking about, because that replacement match will be the return of Caleb Coho against the return of Tim Smith. The winner of that will move on and take Adam Collins' spot against Amaru Moses. So definitely make sure to turn in for that. I'm sure it's going to be a barn burner of a match in one way or another. Something bad's about to go down. Those two in the same room together, I have no idea. But that does it for here at Full Metal Geek. For everyone, for Cody, for Coho, for Jake, for the winner Cameron, for my partner Matt here, I am the Red Ranger, and we will see you guys next time here at Full Metal Geek.